La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Journey to Success podcast, guys. Listen, we pumped up, man. We pumped up. It is Friday, but that's not necessarily.
It's a good Friday.
Yeah, that's not necessarily like why we pumped up, man. We just decided every time to come here, guys. And I told you before, like, this podcast is not about like just being on top of the mountain. It's not your normal success podcast, entrepreneurial podcast, whatever you want to call it, personal development podcast. This is about the climb. This is about the journey. This is about, everything that comes with the journey, man. We talking about like the ups, the downs, the mental process, everything that comes with it, the stress of it, like everything that comes with it. As we go through it, as we get through it, we bring it to you, baby. So today's episode is a very special one. It's a very special one. We're going to try to keep it brief, but it may be a part 2. It may have to be a part 3 to this, because this is deep. But we're going to start with our opening segment. You know what's crazy?
What's crazy? I got.
You want to go first?
I got it today.
Okay, go
This
ahead.
is a personal pet peeve of mine.
Uh-oh.
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy, brother?
Why is it when I turn my turning signal on,
Uh-oh.
and I just happen to be in front of you, why is that the equivalent to a green light?
Bruh.
Why is it when I say, hey, let me get over,
They want to
get in front of you?
They want to zoom up.
Your life is worth them 3 seconds.
I can't stand it, bro.
Your
You
life
know,
is worth
this like when we
3
was
seconds.
on our way to the youth summit. We going to the University of Indianapolis, right? You saw it.
Yeah.
I'm putting my guy just right here. He wouldn't even worry about it. So I put my turn signal on. Then it's
Not before me.
yeah.
That's what it is. Not before me.
And I don't, bro. It's just crazy. It's like, come on now, like we on the road. It's already dangerous enough.
Yeah.
It's already dangerous enough. You know, before we're gonna both. Man, I don't get it either. And that right there sends you into road rage.
It will.
You know what I'm saying? I try to be as calm as I can possibly be on the road. But that right there is like, yo.
You may want to mess somebody up.
And that kind of leads us into what we were going to say today, right? About controlling what you can control in this life.
Sure.
Right? Controlling what you can control. Like, man, that's huge, because oftentimes I feel like so many people are like trapped in themselves, really, because they're focused on the things that they can't control. You're focused on the things, all the outside things, what this person's is doing, what that person's not doing, instead of focusing on the things that you can't control. And here's what I love. There aren't many things in your life that you can't control. There aren't many, but the few that you can, if you do not have control of those, it will take control of you. It will take control of you, and your life will just spiral out.
But also, if that's a flip side to the coin. If you take control of the little things that you can, those little bitty intricacies, influence your life, influence your entire life.
That's where your power lies.
Exactly.
That's where your power lies.
You can control your entire circle, your whole personal world. By understanding the limits of what you can control. The limits of what you can control.
Right, and like when we go speak to the students, or when we speak in anywhere at a conference, wherever we're speaking at, I use this ratio, and I'm waiting for somebody to challenge me. So if you don't agree with this, challenge me down low in the comments. I say about 70% of your life you can't control. And I'm even going a little bit higher. I might be 75, 80%. And here's why I say that, because there's so many variables to life. There's so many variables to life. So let me break it down to like a classroom setting, this is how I break it down to the students, right? So I say, how many of y'all chose this school? Maybe 1 or 2 out of 30 people in a classroom gonna raise their hand, right? Then I say, okay, how many of you chose the curriculum? How many of you chose the textbook? How many of you chose the teacher? How many of you chose your schedule? Like you just said, listen, I don't want no English on my schedule for 4 years. I just want gym, all 4 years. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all got to do that? And nobody hands raised, right? So I'm like, okay, those are things that you can't control. And I can keep going. Like you might not be able to control the fact that somebody bumped into you in the hallway and your books didn't fell out. You know what I'm saying? All these different things. Like there's so many stepped on your shoes, or whatever. Like there's so many things you can't control. But what you can control, if you could just control that. So I tell them, like, listen, you can control your effort. You can control your attitude. You can control your decisions. You know, those are things you can always control at all times. And you can control the circle that you choose to be in. You can't control your environment. You can control the people that you have in your immediate
You can control where you choose to put yourself.
Is that
Because you can't, honestly, even in that, If you want to take it there, you can't control these people in your circle.
Right. But you can control the circle, though. You can control where you want to be. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, they can control the people that they put themselves around. Exactly. Like, in their 5. Say, like, because you know how they say you're only as good as the sum total of the 5 people you hang around. So, like, they can control that. And I used the Durant thing, or matter of fact, I sometimes I even use the Beyonce,
Destiny Child.
Yeah, the Destiny Child boy, for real, because what we don't understand a lot of times when it comes down to the circle is the fact that our loyalty has to have a limit at some point. Sometimes it has to have a limit, like for real. Like I think about Destiny Child, you know, the beginning when they was like, say my name, you know what I'm saying? When nobody's around you, you know what I'm saying? But that was that group. You see what I'm saying? That circle served its purpose. Then the next Destiny Child, basically how it evolved is basically when, you know, Michelle came around. There was another girl, but basically some of the other females had left, right? Then they had that I'm a survivor. They had all type of hits. You see what I'm saying? They leveled up. Yeah. But then Beyonce was like, yo, I'm trying to be an icon. I'm trying to be the best to ever do it. I'm not like, I love y'all. Like for real, I love y'all. It's all love, but I gotta go to the next level. When I know this, I gotta do this. Now she still has a crazy circle around her, but you don't necessarily see them on stage with her. She understood that, listen, I can't go to where I'm trying to go with this group right here. I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? It's on me. I'm trying to create a legacy for me. I'm trying to be known as the Beyonce, the best to ever do it. Her loyalty had a limit.
That's what she got with Jay-Z, Tidal, and
all these different things. Yeah, and now look where she's at. You know what I'm saying? And that all came from control. Controlling her life, controlling her destiny, controlling the people that she placed around her.
And it ain't that bad, because Destiny's Child wasn't bad.
No.
They were flourishing.
Dude, if they would have stayed right there, they would have still been one of the best groups to ever.
But she wanted something more for herself.
She wanted something more. She wanted to go down as like, you know, like the Aretha, you know, all these greats.
And honestly, think about that. Think about how many groups or personally, how many friends were you friends with now that you were friends with in middle school, preschool?
Right.
And just think in college, you gonna have a whole new group of friends. You might. I came out of high school with 2.
You know what I'm saying? That we still
2 locked down.
It's cool, and that's why
one of them right here.
You see what I'm saying? And that even there was even separation where we both kind of went on our own paths and came back together. So it's like it's like, man, a lot of times we want to hold on to the things that not necessarily helping us grow. We don't understand sometimes till we get by ourselves, until we get into a different environment.
We don't even see it. You don't even pay attention to it. Like with your situation, you got a friend that simply hanging around and put your family, your career, your life in jeopardy.
Right. And I just remember, like, a lot of times, like, I've been shot at a lot of times, right? Mm-hmm. Too many times. And I'm like, okay. I started putting 2 and 2 together after a while. I'm like, all right, yeah, you know, go back to math for a second. What's the common denominator? Why every time I'm with you, I'm getting shot at? I don't even know these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we throw a party over here. That's here. Do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why every time I'm with you, I'm getting shot at? Yeah. So I had to understand, like, separation. I still love you. It's all good. I see you out. It's all good. Separation. I had to control my own life, right? And that's in every area of our life. Like I said, that's with our decisions. That's in all different things. Mm-hmm. And what I want to challenge everybody out there to do or to stop doing is stop giving your power away, man. Yeah. Like for real, like for 21 years of my life, guys, I gave my power away to so many different things. Like, for example, I didn't have my father in my life. And even though that I never wanted to admit the fact that, like, I had some type of bad feeling toward him, I did. And even though I didn't really, like, have that or any type of relationship or any type of contact with him like that, I still felt like, yo, you left us. Yeah. You left me high and dry to be a man on my own. Like, my mom couldn't teach me how to be a man. I had to help raise myself. Like, all these different things. I'm like, yo, you weren't there. And then when I see other kids playing with their fathers, or I go to this place and I see fathers, I'm like, yo, why didn't I have that? You know what I'm saying? And I let that control me. I let that make me angry. I let that make me resentful. I let that build up on me. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until I let it go that it was like, hey, now I'm in control. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm back in control.
You become a victim to your circumstances.
Right. And that goes in so many different things. Man, we can talk about fear. I let fear control me for a long time. I let fear control me for a long time. Like, my fear, like, I would never wrote this book if I had continued to go on my fear. I would never be speaking right now if I continued to go on my fear, but I let that fear go and I stopped letting fear control me.
Faith over fear.
Faith over fear, man. I started letting my faith, you know what I'm saying, dictate how I thought, dictate my actions, instead of letting my fear, which was holding me back. And a lot of times, man, we letting fear hold us back. Yeah. There's so many things that hold us back. But the thing is, you gotta focus in on those things that you can't control. You gotta focus in. Like, fear was still there. Fear ain't never went nowhere.
It's still gonna be there.
I just don't let it control me. I control it. I step out and attack that fear. So whenever like I go step on the stage, you best believe that I'm still feeling the jitters, that I'm still feeling the fear. But I'm like, listen, fear, you won't control me. I control you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to control me. I control you. I'm stepping out here anyways with the fear.
That's dope.
Man, so let's talk about it on the point of, man, like, what was the turnaround point for you, man? I know we talked about this before, the serenity. You know, how did you come to that place? Matter of fact, tell them what you were going through, kind of like mentally.
Okay.
How you got through it.
My story's a little different. I was in college, and then all of a sudden, I wasn't. I mean,
to make in a nutshell, just to make it.
Wasn't.
Yeah, just to make it.
And so from there, I'm back at home with moms.
Yep.
As a grown man, you know, I've been out here on my own, and now I'm back under her roof, under her rules.
Yep.
And it was like this because we two different people now. The dynamic has shifted. She's no longer paying for me. She's no longer doing these things for me as she was when I was in high school and younger. I'm out here doing it for myself. But to even be under the same roof and try to even have any kind of something similar to that old mother-child, little son dynamic, it's very confrontational.
Yep. So it's kind of like you had things going for you. You was up here, and then boom, life happened, and now you're back.
Starting all over.
Yep.
Starting all over. So I mean, it was just a point where I was upset, man. I was depressed, always upset, and and it was a bunch of things, man. My father died a few years ago. It was all types of things happening around this time, but I was like, I can't be this way.
Yeah. Because you were in a bad headspace.
I was in a bad headspace. I was terrible, man. I was
and then your
upset.
life follows that.
Exactly. And then you don't even understand, like, you're the architect of your life.
The author. Whatever you want to call it. The pilot. Whatever. The captain. Whatever you want to call it. You're going to go through the storm. You're going to go around. Whatever. But I was in the storm. And that's what's crazy. Let me say this real quick. That's what's crazy, man, because I really don't think people truly get that we are in control of our own lives. I don't think people truly get that. Like, you are in control of your destiny. You are. Like, I mean, even going down to the spiritual realm, like how, because like from my faith, how my faith is, a lot of people will say, well, God's in control of their destiny, but God is still, you still have to choose. You see what I'm saying? You still got to choose to believe. You still got to choose to believe. So it's all still a choice. It's all still you controlling your own destiny. And that's true. I don't mean to stop you, man, but I just want. I'm just gonna fade off that because that's exactly what it is. When I chose, it's all a decision, man. I don't even know exactly when. I don't know when, but I was just like, this is not it. You probably hit a breaking point. This ain't it. I was like, this is not. I can't continue to do this. And so from then, the first step for me was changing how I thought. Yep. And that trickled it just trickled down. So once I said no, I don't think about like. I'm like, this is another opportunity for me to get up. Yep. Another opportunity for me to do this, do that. Kind of how you said with the diamond or the diamond or dust. Yep. Either you're gonna be a diamond or you're gonna be dust. Man. So I chose to be a diamond, and so slowly I'm under this pressure. I'm forming. Yep. Physically, mentally, spiritually, I'm forming. You're forming. And so through that struggle, through it, because that's the pressure. That's the pressure. And I feel like but I feel like when you hit that wall right there, where you could give up or you could go on, is where everything starts to turn around, man. It's almost like that boat that's on the water that gets kind of driven by the current. It's a gut check, man. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna stand? You gonna pump? I mean, diamond or dust? I mean, that's I like that. Diamond or dust? I'm choosing to be a diamond. Choosing to be a diamond. So that's what I'm now. So now. I'm not where I want. I don't think I ever want to be because I feel like you can always get better. Oh yeah, there's never a point where I'm gonna say, yo, I made it. Yeah, you can always be. If I made it here, I'm going up. Yeah, I made it here, I'm going up. Yeah, and I feel like going up is even going back and helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? For real. So so no matter what, even if you do feel like you made it, you can help somebody else make it. Exactly. So man, that you took back your power, bro. Yeah. You took back control of your own life. Exactly. You focused on the 30 or the 30% of your life that you could control. Like you said, with serenity, man. Well, the guy grabbed me to really understand the things, to accept the things that I can't change, and the courage to change the things that I can. Right.
That's what that is. Because you can't change everything. And my big thing was I was trying to just thwart and do a bunch of stuff in things outside of my realm of control.
Right.
Once I focused in,
bring the shot,
and understand like it comes from within.
Right.
Everything changed.
Right.
I'm doing way better.
Right.
I'm feeling better. My health is up. My money's up. Everything's up.
Yeah.
I got a whip outside.
A couple years ago, that wasn't.
Bruh, I was bumming.
See, they might not see that as nothing big. But a couple years ago, you was walking. A couple years ago, you didn't have a job. A couple years ago, you were back at ground level. Now you own. Come on now.
Independence, man. That's all that.
You tightened your shot group. And I love this because I gotta use this analogy. For those of you who know me, I'm in the Army, right? I've been in the Army. And I remember like anytime that we go shoot and we do what's called zeroing. We zero in, right? So that's to get your shot group tight. So that way when you actually go shoot the targets, you're dead on. You're not shooting over, you're not shooting down. And that's what you gotta understand, like with the whole thing, fear of control. You gotta tighten in that shot group because only so much that you can control. It's about right here. You know what I'm saying? But we all like this. We here. We trying to control, okay, this person didn't do what they were supposed to do. So that's going to stop you. Like, for real. Like, you can't do that. And I remember for so long, man, like I said, I gave my power away. I let the things around me, I come from this environment. I can't make it to this. Oh, this, my skin is black. All these different excuses and really that's what it is, excuses.
Excuses are the tools of failure.
Being incompetent.
I even want to tell you.
But, yeah.
Excuses are the tools of failure.
Exactly, man. And when you tighten that shot group, bro, when you tighten up that shot group, things just become a lot better. So here's what I want you to do. I want to give you a little light because some of us might be in the dark. You might be in that dark space you was in. I want you to remember in the dark, right? I want you to remember what you saw in the dark until it comes to light. Remember what you saw in the dark because at that moment you still had some type of visual of like how life can be better. Yeah. You had some type of goal. You had something, and sometimes that's all you have to hold on to.
Yeah,
that's all you. Sometimes that's all you have to hold on to. I remember when we were in our situation, man. That's all. Like when we were in a situation where car getting repossessed, eviction notices on the door, slide the car, bank account in the negative. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Going into the couches of my seat, going to the couches to get change to buy food. All I could think about was that little bit of light that may be at the end of that. All I could think about was the dream.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay here.
That's all I could hold on to. That's all I could hold on to. So listen, guys, nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Will it close?
I mean, what's your time looking like? I know you.
Yeah, a little bit. I know you're fine. Well, yeah, we gotta go. But let's leave with this. If you are in that dark space, and if you are, we were, or whatever you may be going through, find something to hold on to.
Ooh.
Find something to hold on to. Don't let it go and get there.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna tell you just how I tell the student because I think it's important. Dream.
Yeah.
And hold on to that dream. But don't just dream, believe in it and go after it. For real. Because something about dreaming gives us hope. If we can get to the part where we can see it in that dark space.
Yeah.
When we can see the fact that, okay, because dream is like literally you project yourself into the future. Right? You're dreaming of your future. You project yourself, you can see it. And then you come back and you start putting the pieces together. So if you can project it and see it in that dark spot, that little bit of light,
go for it.
Then you have something to give you hope to go for it. Then you can take back control. Then you can take back the power. So I'm telling you guys, I'm pretty sure we're going to come with a part 2 to this. Maybe not next week, maybe the week after, but there will be a part 2 to this, guys. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Just stay in the fight, man. Just stay in the fight. Take back control. Stop giving your power away. And just go be great, guys. Just go be great. Go be who you were intended to be. Who you were placed here to be. We'll see y'all next week. Before I forget, guys, I gotta promote my book, Get Back Up. It's about developing a champion mindset that says no matter what happens in my life, I will get back up and I will find a way to win. Hear me, despite your shortcomings, despite your failures, despite whatever happens in your life, you can get back up and you can turn it around. Get a copy of my book. I'm gonna drop it down at the bottom of this video. Be blessed.
Talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosbys, I ain't go to Hill, man. I guess the money should've changed them. I guess I should've forgot where I came from. Wait till I